Good morning. All along I am waiting for a judgment. With that, I could explain the procedure for departmental inquiry in respect of our saviors, Army men, naval, air force. I would like to discuss about Army rules, which is applicable to other personals also. Uh, Good judgment. AR 2019 Supreme Court 69, wherein on perusal of the entire judgment you can follow what all are the procedures when army personnel indulge in delinquency. The term delinquency deals with administrative law and juvenile justice act. For other act for sanction will be called as crime. This is Jaswant Singh vs Union of India and another. Army Act Section 20, 191, 192, Army Rules 1954, Rule 123, Summary Court Martial, Legal Representative, accused Army Sipahi found guilty of assaulting superior officer, dismissed from service and sentenced to 6-month essay, simple, in term of Rule 129. Accused is entitled to benefit of legal representation. Denial of said benefit to accused on the ground that it is admissible only where offences was punishable with death erroneous. Order of punishment of dismissal from service and sentence being violative of principle of natural justice set aside. See the appellant is army personnel, challenged the decision of Armed Force Tribunal, Lucknow, by which his challenge to punishment and 6-month egregious sentence imposed by summary was been rejected. The punishment had already been undergone. 6-month RI was already undergone. The case was he enrolled as a Sipahi. Summary court martial was convened on 2 charges. Assault on superior officer. The second was use abusive language against the Subedar who had found the appellant not properly dressed for the parade. Summary court martial acquitted the appellant second charge but found guilty for misconduct. Then punishment was there. Then the rule 129 of the rules, friend of accused. In any summary court martial, an accused person may have a person to assist him during the trial, whether a legal advisor or any other person. A person so assisting him may advise him on all points and suggest the questions to be put to witness, but shall not examine and cross-examine witness or address the court. So, like a family court, he can only assist him. This is what that rule says. By a letter, the appellant requested to permit him to hire a civil advocate. Request was turned down. Then Rule 479 deals with the situation where a person is subject to Army Act is to be tried for court martial for offence punishable with death. On contrary, 129 rules which has been extracted above specifically deals with represented in a summary court martial. In view of the Rule 129, the commanding officer patently erred in declining the assistance of a lawyer. So this was observation. Then thereafter they say in the present case the appellant had rendered 7 years of practice. He was pitted against command in the face of Army Rule 1. There was no reason to deny him the benefit of legal representation. Therefore, they have set aside the judgment. So this is the, so you have to go through the rules, act and other aspect. Now, 1961 Advocates Act facilitate, not we can say direct the union government to notify this section under rule section 30, so that an advocate can appear before all courts. Actually, what had happened, thereafter several statutes, namely the Income Tax Tribunal, Industrial Tribunal, Labor Court, Family Court, and rent control, chit tribunals, prohibited lawyer from appearing unless on other side give consent. Family court also, they did not say that advocate not entitled to appear, but advocate with the leave of the court could be appear. So the first family court judge of Chennai Family Court, Principal Family Court was Judge Somasundaram. And for your kind information, the first advocate on record who appeared on permission before the family court was me, Dr. G. Krishnamurthy. You can verify the family court's records. Then Kerala High Court has held that in view of Section 35 was notified after several decades. And after notification, family court held that advocates are entitled to appear entered wakalat. Even the advisory board, he can appear that according to Section 30 notification. But however, time and again Supreme Court seems to have issued certain directions disallowing the advocate representation. Particularly family court matter, advocates are very aggressive in representing the matter, even without caring about the woman empowerment, woman violence against women. And for your information, I may be correct or may not be correct, and a lot of female advocates are appearing for husbands because taking advantage of that position, they used to allege even irrelevant allegations without record. All those things are happening before the family court. The judges are not in a better position to correct or bring that particular advocates under ethics. Even though the family court judges are senior district judge rank, second level, this is concerning me. That therefore in army you see the rule 129 facilitate the defense counsel to engage a lawyer, but lawyer cannot argue the case. Not argue the question is address the court martial, and you cannot also cross-examine and conduct chief examination. That is the position, and all these areas, the luminaries claiming a leader of bar should concentrate on that. And for your kind information, young lawyers who have got good physique can apply for the junior commanding officers, and you may be elevated as court-martial judge also. There are several scope for lawyers, but they should go successfully the entrance exam and physics test. And this is since the southern people are not concentrating on that, and particularly the Gurk province and North Indian people, Rajput are dominating the army and naval and air force. Their men alone is occupying the field of court-martial advocate, court-martial judges, junior commanding officer, law, all these things. Kindly concentrate on all those things, and I am now today happy that I have some good case for army personnel. Best wishes, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan.